Alright, so this is going to be like a review video. I know that you can't see me. That's alright. You can see what's important here. You can see this. Can you see this? This is nuts. I know. Camera angles aren't the best. But you can get the idea. These are my work jeans that I bought really not that long ago. Maybe just 6 months ago. And they shit. Alright, so get some problems here. They've been ripping all over. I mean, like, look at this. Where is the quality? I thought by going to Cabelas, look, there's even a hole in my butt. And these are Wranglers. These are like $45. And you'd think that for $45 you'd get a decent pair of jeans. Something that would last you more than 6 months. But I guess that's too much to ask. So if Cabelas wants me to review some clothing, I would be happy to. But I'm not willing to buy anything else from you unless you really prove that you've improved the quality of the products. Yeah, it's me right here. Yeah, the Mad Monk. If you improve the quality, I'm gonna finish sewing on this while I talk because I just don't have time to be trying to make these videos and be doing life and stuff at the same time. So anyway, this is like a lost art too, though. People don't know how to sew no more. I mean, because like if jeans get rip in the wrong spot, they become trash, right? And that's my grandma showed me when I was a kid. She says, "Hey, if I can do this, so can you. So you're not gonna have me sitting here wasting my time mending up your clothes when you could be doing it." That's alright. So that was in the days before you just throw everything away, right? Because you can just afford to get a hold of it on Amazon now, right? Delivered to your door next day from China. Then we wonder why there's a carbon footprint problem. I mean, is there really? Or is the carbon they're trying to reduce is you? You know? You're just trying to reduce the carbon, because that's what you are. You're a carbon-based being, right? Just like me. And we're all just hanging out here, and we're trying to live life, but God, some people make it kind of difficult just to live life around here. It's almost like they expect that you should pay somebody somewhere else on every level to exist. Because, yeah, that makes sense. I always thought that was kind of a dumb idea. I'm like, wait a minute, why should I be paying them to live life? I know how to live life. I don't even need somebody to buy me jeans all the time. You just sew them up. And then don't be afraid that somebody might say something about it. Because you know what? I learned some time ago not to really give a shit about what people think, because they don't do it very often. Most of the time they're just acting. They're trying to act like the actors on TV. They're trying to be fancy. They're trying to be bigger than somebody else. My grandpa, he told me when I was young, he says, no matter how big and tough you think you are, there's always going to be somebody tougher. And if you want to keep looking for it, you're going to find it. And it ain't going to be too pleasant. He says, so you should just pay attention to the people who give a shit about you, about what they got to say. And you probably live a better life than what they had, because you can learn from their mistakes. Or you learn from what they've learned, because they've been exposed to a lot more people than you have. So, ideas, if you share an idea with somebody, you've just given them knowledge. Sometimes people just share a bunch of stupid ideas. So you don't listen to those people, because why sit around listening to stupid ideas? They were broadcasted over television by people far better looking and more charismatic than who's sitting next to you. So you should always be picking who you're going to hang out with. Because if you're not picking who you're hanging out with, who is? Is it the person who you're hanging out with? Are they good for you? Do they make you happy? Do they piss you off every time they come around? Do they steal your stuff? Do they steal your joy, your happiness, your content for life? There's a whole bunch of people depressed as shit nowadays, isn't there? God, you gotta eat or drink or go to the comedy club, and they better be funny or I'm gonna be really pissed off. Right? Man, I paid $28 for this. Motherfucker bombed. It was not any. He wasn't even good at that. Can you believe it? I want my money back. It's like my admission ticket here on Earth. I want my money back. I was told this was going to be a really cool experience where everybody everywhere has health and happiness and peace and abundance, because there's all sorts of it in the world. I mean, just go to landfill and check out what's being thrown away near you. You'd be shocked. Brand new tools, couches, nice couches. You're like, why is that couch getting thrown away? Oh, got a little stain on it, because you can't wash that off. Or, nope, cat chewed up a little hole in the back side of that, so that's trash now. I don't know. I grew up. I wouldn't say we were totally poor, because I mean we had a house. I mean it was a nice house too. My mom did a really great job trying to make sure everything that kept us looking normal was happening. Because I think she had an idea that if you don't look normal, you get picked on, or life becomes tough. I mean, shit, look at the homeless people. They don't have their brand new clean clothes on, so people think that they must be a drug addict. Or they don't have an apartment that costs them $1,200 a month to sleep in, so they can spend all the rest of the day at work paying for it. Right? Because that's dumb. Why work that hard for something that will never be yours? But a lot of homeless folks, they're actually richer than most folks who are living in an apartment, because that person living in the apartment, they've also got a car that can get them back and forth to work, because they live on one side of town and they work on the other side of town. And that's another crazy thing about this world today. Why is that normal, right? Why don't we just wake up in the morning and start working, and where we're at? Because that's what I do. It works pretty good. I mean, it saves me a lot of money in fuel, and I wish it saved me money on clothing, but that's the thing, is I don't have a costume that I gotta wear that somebody tells me I gotta wear. I build my costume, and my costume looks like I'm a mad monk, an apocalyptic monk with with clothing that is sewn up by hand to keep it less breezy. But it is pretty durable. I mean, I have put these pants through the ringer. The pockets are almost designed the way they should be, but the material, yeah, it should be way heavier duty, at least in the wear points. You know, I mean, if you want to Cabelas, if you want a designer for a pair of apocalyptic level jeans, work pants, hit me up. I'd be glad to help you because Wrangler currently is not providing what the real professional needs. You know, I mean, like this little hammer pocket that's for sissy little house hammers. If you're actually got a real hammer, that just you have to really hard. It's hard to get it in that hoop, that loop. You know, and the pouch right here, that's all right. You know, for your tape measures or pocket knives. But you know, the area right behind it wears out because when you're going to push your blade in or push your deal in, that's really soft fabric right there. So I'm gonna have to be stitching that up too. Maybe I'll just glue a piece or something on there. I don't know. It'd be way better if it was just built right the first time. So I don't think I'll be buying another pair of these. But anyway, thanks for hanging out while I fixed up my pants and talked about a few things. Bye.